Are you thinking about upgrading your TV? If so, you're probably wondering if the new LG C3 OLED TV is worth it. After all, the LG C2 OLED TV made a splash early last year. So, what are the real differences between the two models? And, more importantly, is the C3 worth the extra money? In this video, we're going to take a look at the LG C3 OLED TV and compare it to the LG C2 OLED TV. And we'll help you decide if the C3 is worth the upgrade. So whether you're a current LG C2 owner or you're just starting to shop for a new TV, this video is for you. For more information and updated prices, check the links in the description box below. Alright, let's start with a quick refresher on last year's champ. The LG C2 arrived in 2022 with LG's latest Alpha 9 Gen 5 AI processor under the hood. This chip delivers enhanced upscaling and deep learning tech to make lower resolution content look razor sharp on the C2's 4K panel. That panel, by the way, is an OLED display with over 8 million self-lit pixels. This gives you infinite contrast with true blacks, vibrant HDR color, and excellent off-angle viewing, all with an ultra-slim design. Now let's talk gaming. The C2 is a warrior in the gaming realm, armed with the mighty Hdmi 2.1 ports, ready to unleash the full potential of your gaming console. Say goodbye to frustrating input lag as the C2 keeps it at rock-bottom levels, ensuring your gameplay is as smooth as silk. And for those craving the ultimate gaming experience, the C2 supports 4K 120Hz gaming. Yes, you heard that right. The C2 is not just a TV, it's a gateway to a gaming paradise. Oh, but the C2 doesn't stop there. It's a perfectionist, always striving to meet the highest visual standards. Dolby Vision IQ? Check. Filmmaker mode? Check. This TV is a cinematic expert. Overall, the C2 series established itself as the go-to for premium 4K OLED TVs last year. But you know LG always has something cooking for their next generation. The C3. LG's 2022 successor retains the same stellar OLED panel and Alpha 9 Gen 5 processor as the C2. So, what's new? The C3 gets a bump up to the brighter Evo OLED panel, previously only found in LG's pricier G series. This provides a boost in peak brightness for a better HDR pop. WebOS has also been updated to version 22 for faster smart TV operation. Oh, and gamers, rejoice! LG has heard your battle cries and delivered the ultimate gaming oasis with the C3. The new Game Optimizer menu is a game changer, consolidating all your gaming settings into one convenient place. No more digging through endless menus. Everything you need is at your fingertips. And that's not all. The C3 comes armed with cutting-edge wireless codecs like DTS-X, ensuring your gaming experience is elevated to new heights with spatial audio pass-through over Wi-Fi. It's like stepping into the game and immersing yourself in a world of sound. And let's not forget about the small details that make a big difference. The C3 flaunts a sleek and sanitized design, with a slimmer stand that not only adds a touch of elegance to your TV table, but also takes up less precious space. It's the perfect blend of form and function, bringing harmony and balance to your living space. Feng Shui enthusiasts, rejoice! So, these are the key upgrades, but are they enough to justify the C3's higher price tag? Let's dig into the details. Starting with picture, the C3's new Evo panel pays dividends. On a standard C2, smaller highlights like glinting metal and sparks cap out at around 800 nits. But on the C3, these accents can now blast up to 1000 nits for enhanced realism and pop. Explosions and flames look more fiery, while sun glints and neon lights dazzle. That said, the C3's panel design means overall sustained brightness for full-screen white is similar to the C2. So while highlights punch harder, the difference in broader HDR impact isn't massive. Black levels and contrast remain equally infinite on both models, and their color reproduction is very comparable out of the box. The C3 gains an edge in off-angle viewing, but both sets hold up well for OLEDs. Given the identical processors, upscaling and motion handling are essentially unchanged year over year. Both TVs do an exemplary job sharpening high-definition or standard-definition video without artifacts, and handle fast motion without distraction blur or jitter. Overall, the C3 certainly takes OLED picture quality up a notch, but it's a mild year-over-year update rather than a game changer. For gaming, the C3 includes some compelling upgrades. Let's start with the display itself. 4K 120Hz games look stunning with perfect blacks and an ultra-quick response time that eliminates smearing or ghosting. Variable refresh rate is also supported to prevent screen tearing, and input lag measures an imperceptible 5 milliseconds for responsiveness competitive players demand. On the features front, the new Game Optimizer menu allows you to easily adjust gaming-related settings like VRR, low latency, and black stabilization without fumbling through submenus. You can even apply these settings on a per-game profile. In terms of connectivity, the C3 adds support for AMD FreeSync Premium, along with specific calibration for Xbox Series X or S consoles. Wireless gaming gets a boost too, with DTS:X audio pass-through over Wi-Fi for lag-free spatial sound. The C3 also enables quick media switching and eARC simultaneously for uninterrupted gaming audio. Lastly, there are new eye comfort modes to reduce eye fatigue during marathon sessions. While not revolutionary, the refinements add up to a superior gaming experience compared to the already great C2. Shifting to smart features, the C3 incorporates LG's latest WebOS 22 interface. This brings snappier navigation compared to the C2's WebOS 6, thanks to increased processing speed. You still get full access to popular apps like Netflix, Prime Video, Disney+, and LG's library of free channels. New for WebOS 22 is the addition of personal profiles, so each user can curate their own custom home screen. The on-screen layout has also been decluttered for a cleaner look. However, core features and voice controls via LG's Magic Remote remain largely the same. Ultimately, WebOS 22 provides a polished evolution over the previous version, but there are no major functional improvements or missing apps added. It streamlines more than transforms the experience. Last up is design, where the C3 introduces a new minimalist style that sets it apart aesthetically. The TV itself retains the same slim profile and narrow bezels as the C2, but the included stand has been completely redesigned. It now has a single, central pedestal that takes up much less surface area on your media console. The slimmed-down stand gives the C3 a floating, almost wall-mounted aesthetic. The backside has also been cleaned up with all ports and inputs hidden from view. Just watch out for that glossy finish, it's a magnet for fingerprints. The C3 ditches the slightly weighty metal construction of the C2 stand in favor of lightweight plastic. Personally, I think this looks sleeker, but does cheapen the feel somewhat. You'll also lose the cable management clips found on last year's stand. But on the whole, the C3's new industrial design impresses with its modern, understated style. So, in summary, the C3 makes a statement aesthetically, but isn't functionally different from the C2 in terms of wall mounting or ergonomic adjustability. So, pick whichever look you like best. And there you have it, guys. The key differences broken down point by point. So what's the final verdict? For sheer picture performance, the C3 is clearly a step up over its predecessor. That said, the improvements are subtle rather than game-changing compared to LG's outstanding 2022 OLED lineup. Gamers will appreciate the new display features and UI enhancements tailored to the next-gen experience. But with HDMI 2.1 already present on the C2, it's not revolutionary. Meanwhile, WebOS and smart features see minor bumps, and the snazzier aesthetic really comes down to taste. Taking price into consideration, the C2 provides better value and remains an incredible OLED TV in its own right. But if you want that extra 10-15% performance boost and a sleek new design, the C3 delivers. For most buyers, I think sticking with the discounted C2 is the smart play. But early adopters with cash to spare should spring for the C3 if they want those incremental upgrades. And that wraps up our epic LG C3 vs C2 showdown. For more information and updated prices, check the links in the description box below. Also, let me know which one you'd choose in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Catch you next time for more display tech crashes.